Hi everyone. It's been a little while, but we are back today with another tarot reading. I got sidetracked with the World Cup final and then I just got very busy. So I've been playing around with the idea of doing a love reading for a little while, and I decided to just go ahead and pull the trigger. So we're going to get right into it. In front of you, you have 3 different piles or different selections to pick from. We have the Lovers taken out of 3 different decks. This is going to act as the anchor card for the reading. And the reading is meant to serve as, well, I guess it's mostly intended for single people. We're going to see who you're calling in. Venus just entered Libra today, and I believe it's going to be there for, you know what, I'm not even 100% sure. I thought it was going to be there until August 13th, and then I thought it was going to be September, and then maybe October. Don't quote me on how long, but Venus just entered Libra, and it's its home sign, so it's going to be very harmonious, very lovely, very sweet and fluffy and cotton candy like. So with that energy, I thought we would just go ahead and explore and see who it is that you are calling in if you are single. Given that this transit will be around for the next little while, I will also do a love reading for people who are partnered up. Hi guys, it's me from the editing future to say very quickly that in light of what came out in today's reading, I will not be posting a coupled up love reading anytime soon. What came through here was really for everyone. So that's all I wanted to say very quickly. I will be creating one eventually. I just wanted to let you know it's not going to happen right away. So thanks, and we'll just get right back into it. That you're not bringing in new energy into the connection with this new placement. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and get right into it. To start off for pile number 1, I have the Lovers here from the Grateful Dead Tarot. It's a very nice detailed depiction here. And I have this like deep blush colored quartz. I don't remember what it is, but I remember it being associated with the element of fire, if that is helpful. So yes, the intention of this is to go ahead and just see which one you feel called to, whether it's the crystal or the card or both, one or the other, or the number or the colors, whatever it is that your intuition is guiding you to. And for pile number 2, we have the Lovers from the Universal Monsters deck. I was very surprised at that deck. Wanted to participate today, but we're going with it. And the crystal that goes with it is this pink point that I also don't remember the name of, unfortunately. Thought it was an opal of some sort, but I really, no, that's not right. Anyway, just take a moment. You can see it has some white markings there. Okay, and for pile number 3, we have the Lovers from the Divine Tarot, or the Tarot of the Divine, and this juicy rose quartz. So pause the video if you need to, take a moment, or as long as you need, to find out which pile is calling to you the most, and I will see you at your reading. Hi, Pile One. So we're here if you picked the Lover's card from the Grateful Dead Oracle deck and or the Fiery Quartz, whose name I forgot that I mentioned in the intro. Alrighty, so we are going to go ahead and just get right into it. Starting off with tarot. And let's see what comes through. Spirit, what is Pile One calling in for their love life with this Venus in Libra placement? What new energies are they bringing into this space of receptivity and abundance and attraction? Ooh. All right, so to start off the reading, we got the Page of Wands. I'm sorry, Page of Swords. Page of Swords. Page of Swords. That's why I said ooh, because it was very interesting. Okay. I like this energy. I don't know, feels mischievous. Like someone who is too smart for their own good. That is way too many cards. I can't do all that. Okay. So we have the Page of Swords to start out. Okay. Yeah, definitely someone who is very curious about you. I did say mischievous, so I guess curious in ways that are also more biblical, I guess. Wow. You got the 10 of Pentacles. Oh, wow. This is nice. Okay. So all right. Pile One, you are definitely in alignment here. This person that you are attracting or that you are bringing in this energy has a promise of longevity, right? There is a message of, I don't know, like I'm seeing a lot of alignment here, right? This is a spicy pile. Oh my God, I'm like getting embarrassed, honestly. I'm just like, I'm so shy. Longevity and alignment for sure. So I'm seeing this depiction of the chakras here, the 7 chakras, all in alignment, starting from the root, going all the way up to the crown. And I am hearing a lyric from Rosalia's new album, the song Divinize. She said, each vertebra is a mystery. Pray on my spine. It's a rosary. Okay, Pile One. So you're in the mood for something spicy this summer. I love it. I'm happy for you, honestly. It's August. It's Leo season. It's hot as hell. You might as well make the most of it. And it's definitely giving someone who wants to meet you where you are. I think that's what I mean by longevity, honestly. Like whatever it is that you're looking for, this new energy that you're bringing in, we'll take it because it's only 2, is yeah. They're not just matching your freak, they're also matching your well, exactly what it is that you're looking for. You're very much in your manifesting and creative power and energy, pile one. Whatever you are looking to bring into your love life, that is exactly what you are going to attract in regards to this person or this new energy, this new being, what have you. So if you want something fun, it's going to be something fun. If you want something that's maybe a little bit more than that, it's looking like they can meet you there. So really, it just depends on, wow. Okay, so you got the Two of Cups. Okay, so it's like spicy and romantic. This is so cute. Where can I put this? I have to make room. If I don't do this, it will just drive me crazy. And the Seven of Wands to wrap up the reading. And then at the bottom of the deck, to top it all off, you got the Ten of Cups and the Sun underneath. Okay, pile one, this is such a lovely and positive and spicy and romantic reading. I'm so happy for you. This person that you're bringing in is someone who is going to meet you on every level. They are very curious about you. You are definitely on their mind, and they are, how do I say this right? Because yes, there is this curiosity, like I was mentioning earlier, in all arenas. But the Page is someone who is the starter of the court cards, right? It is still very much, beginner, immature energy, right? Because it's not a knight, it's not a queen, it's not a king, but there is still something really just yummy and promising about what this person wants to offer to you. They understand that you are not here to play any games, and they are willing to meet you exactly where your boundaries lie. There is, going back to that promise of longevity and alignment, there is like some sort of effort on both parties here to bring this into the 3D world, to make it real, to make it tactile, to make it something that could encourage the both of you to grow in the best of ways, honestly. Because the original 10 of Pentacles, you're seeing 10 of everything. It's complete abundance and fulfillment, an understanding that everything that you have built up to this point is for you to enjoy, and it's for yours to enjoy, and it is for the enjoyment of everyone present. And it feels like both people who are present in this connection are very much enjoying in all of like the earthly like pleasures and delights and the very sensory things that this experience has to offer. And that's beautiful, honestly. Physical connection is very nice. It's, and if it's your thing, it's very much being not just welcomed, but reciprocated here. I'm so surprised to see the 10, because like when I saw that Page of Swords, I was like, oh wow, this is fun, this is light, this is cute, a little mischievous, a little naughty. And then you see this like evolution, I want to say, this willingness to see where this could go. The curiosity about the connection goes both ways. It's not one-sided, especially with that Two of Cups here. The Two of Cups speaks of union, of partnership, of duality, of like emotional reciprocity. And all of that between two people. So whoever it is that you're calling in, pile one, is very aware, very cognizant of what exactly you bring to the table. They are not blind. They are not blind to what it is that you have to offer. And honestly, it's kind of just giving like they should be grateful, and honestly they are. No, this is very nice, light energy, pile one. They're showing their hand. They're showing their hand. I was like, why am I looking at this depiction over and over again? Like, I'm so drawn to these cards. Like, what is it? What is it? They're showing their hand. Yeah. This person is very much in their head about you, pile one. I don't know if this is someone that you already know or someone that you are yet to meet, but you are very, very much in their head, to the point that in showing their hand, the way that they do it, it may come across as like, I guess a little immature, for lack of a better word. It's not malicious or ill-intentioned in any way, but the execution may not be as tidy as you might like or expect. But honestly, they really just look like they have a heart of gold. Pile one, they're just really sweet. They really like you, and they feel very much very defensive, very much on guard of what it is that this connection has to offer to the both of you. Like, if you're feeling it, they're feeling it too. So they're cognizant of the energetic exchange that is happening between the two of you. Seven of Wands in the original tarot is about, defending yourself and your convictions, and defending everything that you've worked for up to that point with that passion, that ferocity, not viciousness and not anger, but just that passion of conviction, of knowing what's yours and knowing that no one is going to take it away from you, come hell or high water. That Seven of Wands is a defender, a protector, a guard dog, maybe a bit of a violent one, someone who is not afraid to throw down if need be, but they are definitely protective of this connection, pile one, of the energy exchange that is going on here. It's not, you are not putting in time or energy on someone who is not worthy. Oh my God. Okay. I wrote these a long time ago, so they're not like as cute as I would like them to be, but you got possibilities. So that's really nice. I like that. And we're going to keep shuffling to see what else comes out as I keep channeling. So yeah, this is someone, like I said, who you are not wasting time or energy on them, because, you're not pouring into someone who needs convincing. They already know. And the next lunar cycle is going to be very important for this connection. I know we're about to enter the new moon. I just don't know exactly when or what sign it's in. But the next cycle coming up, we will see how things unfold between y'all. But yeah, it's something that's, has promise, balance. That's really nice. Something that has promise and a lot of potential and possibility, and it's good to see both parties similarly invested. I like this. I like this energy of reciprocity. I love that this is what you're calling in for the Libra in Venus transit. Pile 1, Libra is all about harmony and balance, and that's exactly what you're bringing in. So let's pull one more card from this pile. I really do love that 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck along with the Sun. So much positive energy, just promise of emotional fulfillment, of forward movement, of just action and momentum. This is nice. Spirit, can I put, yes, thank you. Okay. And then you got maturity with sunflower. Okay, so yeah. Oh, 6, just like the Lovers. Yeah. So going back to that element of maturity like I was talking about. So it seems like in showing their hand, they do, there's always growing up that needs to be done, right? By everyone. But it seems like it's a path towards the maturity that I don't want to say they're lacking, but that they want to bring in. Okay. And it's also sunflower season, and that goes into the fall, so it's looking like this is going to be around for the next little while. Now, I definitely want to know how long this Libra in Venus and Libra transit is. I always get mixed up when I start talking astrology. Oof. Okay. Thank you, Spirit, for everything that you have confirmed with us so far. All right, we're going to take these two. I really like these. So you got awaiting results, which is the 7 of Pentacles in this deck. Yeah, I like this. So definitely an element of patience is required here. This is something that is not going to move at the speed of light, but if it has promise of longevity, it needs time to root, to ground. You want something stable. Otherwise, we have a tower moment. And quite honestly, I don't know about y'all, but I don't have the capacity for a tower moment in my love life. I like my peace. After that, we got, the sacral chakra, which I really like. Yeah. Nice sacral chakra. What was I talking about this being a low-key, well, not even low-key, but just a spicy pile in general. Like, this person is all about you and your energy and your vibes and your body, pile 1. They like you. They like you a lot. And it looks like you're just trying to bring in something that, however it unfolds, is going to help you evolve. And that's lovely. I'm going to pull a couple of more oracle. Oh, wow. Says ring. A marriage will take place, either romantic or business. Okay, well, we're just going to take that for exactly what it says. I guess that's a possibility that's very much in the air. Why not? There is quite a bit already indicating that. Carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. Okay, interesting. I like that. I mean, aren't all connections platonic, romantic, familial? Are they not all mental journeys in some way, shape, or form? Feel free to let me know in the comments. Oh, God. Low-key, these are the things I discuss with my friends. Oh, my Lord. This just flew on out of here. Okay. It says here, casket. Someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. Okay. So, honestly, that to me makes a lot of sense. You can't you can't half-ass two things. You can only whole-ass one thing. So if there's anyone here who is still entertaining something that is not quite fulfilling, something that doesn't necessarily, do it for you, then please feel free to really lean in and explore why. Like, I'm not going to tell you what to do, right? But if you want this thing in your life, you can't have the old things in your life. You have to make room. You have to make space. You have to bury the past. Maybe that's what it is, actually. Maybe some of you are just holding on to, like, maybe it's not even a person. Maybe it's just an energetic tie, a connection, something from the past that's preventing you from blocking this thing in. This thing that I think a lot of you already know what it is, because I just got an image of someone knocking at the door. So if you're in this pile, you already know who this is about. And if there is anything from your past that you are still holding on to, pile one, Spirit is really encouraging you to just put that in the dirt. Just plop it on in there. Say what you got to say, do what you got to do. No one is saying that goodbyes are easy or that closing chapters are fun, but it's essential. You don't want to overcrowd yourself. You don't want to overwhelm yourself. And it feels good to let go of that kind of stuff, honestly. And that could also be the mental journey that the cards were talking about. And it takes a pretty mature person to put the past behind them. It's a lot easier to stay angry. Feels more righteous to be in your anger and in your grief about something than it is to forgive that person and forgive yourself and to just let it go. All right, so we got July, which just ended. So maybe this is something that was happening, started thereabouts. We'll just put that there. Spirit, can I please have one more month, given that July just passed by, and I don't want to leave pile one hanging with just like, the next year. Although it's giving that too, to be quite honest. Oh, hey, March. I was thinking spring, honestly, because I saw all these flowers earlier and I meant to say it, but then I got caught up in the whole, let go of your past download. But March. Okay, so March is going to be very pivotal. So definitely July, if it already started last month, within the next year, right? That's going to be important. The next calendar year is going to just highlight a lot when it comes to this connection. And March will prove to be very important. So that's fun. This is good. I like this. I like this pile one. I don't know. I wasn't expecting it to get so wonderfully serious. You know what I mean? But let's wrap up the reading with one last card. I'm not doing all that. Okay, I guess all that really is just 2 cards. It sounded like 7. So we got this one, which is really pretty. A lot of red and orange and yellow. So root, sacral, and solar plexus chakra. So the bottom 3. And it says, twin flames, your passion ignites. All right, so I guess we're looking at a twin flame situation here, or like a soulmate. I want to say, I think the phrase twin flame can be a little, I guess, triggering. I don't know. Yeah, we're going to go with triggering. It can be a little triggering. So yes, confirmation that it's twin flame / soulmate energy here. And then we got, oh wow, a double message of balance. Balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Nice. Alrighty. Wow. This is great, honestly. 2 double messages about balance during this Libra transit. What? All right. Well, that's all that I have for you, Pile 1. I really hope that this resonated. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, because this energy was just really yummy and nice and really good to be in. If it resonated with you, feel free to leave a rose emoji in the comments. Okay, thank you. Bye. Hi, guys. Welcome to your reading. If you picked the Lovers from the Universal Monsters deck, and or the pink with white swirls point, whose name I totally forgot. Yeah. So file 2, welcome. Oh God, I feel like my intros are always so choppy when I do tarot readings, because I'm just like, oh, I could really just talk about anything. All right, does that look okay? All right, we're just gonna roll with that. Okay, so pile 2, I'm looking forward / very excited to see what comes out for you. Pile 1's reading was uber fun. So let's see. Let's just get right into it. I want to know exactly what it is that you are bringing in for this Libra in Venus and Libra transit. Oh God. Every time I talk astrology, things just get all kinds of mixed up. You'd think it was still the Mercury retrograde. Anyway. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see. What is pile 2 calling in for their love life during this Venus in Libra transit? Please and thank you. Ooh, okay. So you got 2 cards that came out. We are starting off with the Queen of Wands. I love that. I love that so much. Oh my God. I love the Queen of Wands. For anyone who does not know, she is considered the Witch of the deck. Okay. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, but these 2 people are Christine and what's-his-face from the Phantom of the Opera. Not the Phantom, but the other dude. Some French name, I don't remember. Okay, the other card you got is the Moon. Interesting. So something, oh, are we transforming our fears, pile 2? Is that what we're doing? Are we shining a light on our fears and transforming them? This is so interesting. I did say that the Queen of Wands is the witch of the deck. In the original tarot, she's depicted with a sunflower, excuse me, and a black cat at her feet. Well, she's holding the sunflower, but the black cat is sitting at her feet. The black cat symbolizes her shadow side and how she has come to know it and fully integrate it. So, yeah, I think we are... Oh, we are integrating for sure. You got the King of Castles or the King of Pentacles. Okay, so I guess this is the energy that we're calling in, pile 2. Okay. You're calling in your King of Pentacles. And the both of you are really looking to transform. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I love this. Oh my God, the downloads are just pouring in. It's so crazy. Okay, so I need to just stop shuffling and start talking before it goes away. Queen of Pentacles, the moon. I'm sorry, Queen of Candles, the moon, and the King of Castles. Pile 2, you are embodying the energy of the Queen of Wands. You are someone who is in their power. You are someone who has stepped into the shadow and emerged out on the other side of it with a wiser and fuller and far better understanding of yourself, and as a result, a better understanding of others. What I love about this depiction of the Queen of Wands is that this woman is very fearlessly, very directly touching the hand of what is obviously a monster. It's green, has long nails. It's not supposed to be, cute. But she's there looking straight on, facing the challenge, no flinching, no fear, no questions, no doubts. In that space, she is already embodying this energy of transformation under the moon. The moon is about our subconscious. It's about our fears. It's about our dreams. Maybe your dreams have been very vivid as of late, especially regarding this connection. But this is someone who is ready to transform their deepest and scariest parts of themselves, shine a light on that to gain a better understanding, right? So it really just seems like what you are doing is calling in someone who is going to meet you in this level of transformation that you find yourself in. You are ready to face your fears regarding love, and you are calling in someone who is going to help you face those fears. They are not going to create them for you, thank God, but they are going to be there by your side, ready to go ahead and transform these things with you. Because this King of Castles, this King of Pentacles, right? Earth energy traditionally, I just love how much action there is in this card, right? Earth energy is known to, just be very grounding, very reliable, very slow moving, but this is someone who's ready to spring into action. So it's definitely someone who embodies the very practical and very sensual ways of caring for someone. But it's also someone who's ready to transform those fears alongside with you. Pile 2. This is someone who is very action motivated. This is someone who's very motivated, very action oriented. They have their spears at the ready, or their harpoon, whatever the fuck it is. Wait. Yeah, it's a harpoon. They have their harpoon ready. They're ready to just go ahead and pull the trigger. There we go. Almost said the wrong word. They're ready to pull the trigger so that they can level up alongside with you. And I love that we have two separate energies here with the moon in the center. I mean, I'm still going to pull one more card, but it just speaks to me of like, honestly, to me, it looks like a Venn diagram or like a unifying force between the two of you, like this commitment to not letting your fears stop you from seeing what this could be. Because here you have two people who are ready to face the fears, but then over here you have two people who are facing each other. And I really like that. I think that's really nice. So let's see what else comes out for you, pile 2. I'm already loving this energy. And of course, we have here very traditional depictions of this connection, but everyone contains feminine and masculine energy. So whoever it is that you're thinking about, whoever it is that came to mind when I started talking about the energies involved here, that is who this is about. You already know. All right, you got the 2 of Castles or the 2 of Pentacles. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, you got the Fool. Yeah. Bringing it to life. Transforming something, right? Bringing the fear out of it, shining the light on it. Acknowledging it, not pretending that it isn't there. Working together to see what life could come from that. Right? Because the Fool is new beginnings, but this is a depiction of Frankenstein's monster coming to life. And it's very sudden. You know, it's like a slow burn or a slow build. Because when you think about everything that Dr. Frankenstein did to create his monster, right? It was a labor that accumulated in a single defining moment. So that's probably what this 2 of Pentacles is about. Because in traditional tarot, the 2 of Pentacles is about, not juggling a lot, basically, and knowing that that can't be sustained for long because at the end of the day, we're only human. So I think this is a very important message for you, pile 2, that as you navigate these waters with your person, you go ahead and remember that, like, you don't have to fix it all in one go or in one sitting or in one night or what have you. Transformation takes time. Transformation takes time, but well, maybe getting ready for the transformation is what takes time. And then the act of transforming itself is very rapid. And honestly, the both of you are showing up in such mature energies that I just don't see how. Yeah, I think the getting ready to transform is what took a little while. All right, so we got forgiveness that came out. That makes sense, right? Forgiving ourselves, forgiving the other person, letting go of the past. Because that's where our fears come from. Past experiences. I think everything is okay. No one said anything. Yeah. Maybe forgiving each other here. Maybe this is someone that you are already partnered up with, pile 2. All right, we got memories. Yeah, we're transforming our fears for sure. It's never too good to ruminate on things for too long. Like, it's good to remember, right? And it's good to make sure that, you know, once bitten, twice shy, that kind of stuff. But we never want to linger in those spaces for too long because they just take us away from the present moment. So, when you guys are finally ready to, I'm sorry, I need to drink some water. Oh, I was about to go into a coughing fit. So whenever you guys are ready to finally have this conversation, or, you know, to initiate and just kind of see where it goes, you know, it's definitely worth, it's a good, I don't want to say purge because then it would imply that you would have to do it all in one go, but it's definitely worth revisiting certain things if they have been lingering around for longer than they need to. So like I was saying, memories. If anything is sticking out, if there's anything that is still making you feel like you're right back in that moment, like right back to when it happened, mention it, revisit it, let it out. That's the whole point of this, right? That's what the Queen of Wands does. That's what the moon is about. That's what this energy with this other person is about. It's about voicing out these fears so that there's an opportunity to both release them and learn from them and grow from them. So not both, but so thank you so much, Spirit, for the confirmation that we have had. Can I please have one more card for pile 2? Aw, you got commitment. Yay. Yeah, pile 2. This person is definitely, so this is someone that you're already with. Yeah, it's definitely like a deepening of the connection, an understanding, an evolution, knowing each other's shadows and not letting them hijack the connection is what's going to bring you to a higher and more reliable and more grounding and fulfilling level of commitment. So that's beautiful energy. Honestly, everything I've been pulling so far has been so sweet, both for pile 1 and for pile 2. And it makes me so happy because I did say in the intro that this transit was going to feel like sweetness and fluffiness and cotton candy, and it's what the readings are giving. Oh, thank you so much, Spirit. What else do you have for pile 2? What else are they calling in regarding the existing connection with this person? Oh my God. Strengthening bonds. Look at that. Yay. Which is the Ace of Pentacles in this deck. And I love this depiction of springtime too. It gives renewal. It's fresh energy. It's new. It's I'm so excited. It feels quite literally feels like a breath of fresh air for you guys. It feels very just like invigorating. Yes. Invigorating and effervescent. And then you got the Star or Heal. I love this. Yes. Yeah, you guys are ready to do like the really hard work to keep this going. I love this. Y'all love each other so damn much. Yay. That's so nice. All right. We are not done yet. I have two more decks to pick from. Yeah, you're bringing healing energy into this. Of course you are. What else can be expected when you face your fears? And how nice that you have someone to do it with. You know, it's a nice change of pace. Oh, you got leg, stepping into a new experience. Kind of just reinforcing all the other stuff we mentioned. All right. Hat. You will be playing a different role. That is very interesting. Well, yeah, actually, the dynamic will change in a positive direction. You know? Yeah, that's what that's giving. Playing a different role. Yeah, whatever script was being adhered to previously will no longer apply once the conversations are had and your person starts meeting you where you are needing them to meet you. Yeah, I think honestly everyone will be playing a different role once this starts moving. And then something sweet says bouquet, compliments from an admirer, from your admirer. That's really cute, actually. All right, and Spirit, what months of the year do we have for pile 2? Which month or months should they know about? Oh, okay, the same one that pile 1 got, and I was shuffling. March. All right. Very interesting. So it looks like that's just gonna be probably a big month for love with the collective. What's happening in March? All right. And just gonna get a little guidance here. Spirit, what guidance do you have for pile 2 as they navigate this Libra, Venus and Libra transit with their partner? Can I please have one more card offering guidance to pile 2? What are we doing? These cards are heart-shaped. And they're very hard to shuffle. Finally. It says playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together. And remember, love is the greatest healer. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's actually beautiful and sound advice, pile 2. You need to keep things light as you navigate this new terrain. You know, it's uncharted territory for the both of you, but the level of commitment that I see from both parties involved it's so profound. It feels like such a sure thing. Neither party here is doubting that this is the next step and that this is where it wants to go. So that's really great and super good, but it's also going to be very important to keep things light We can't always be serious all the time. You know, we can't heal everything in one go, like I was saying. Remember, have fun. Remember why you're doing this. It's out of love for the person, the connection, and also yourself. All right, pile 2, that is all that I have for you. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please leave a fire emoji in the comments. Thank you, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye. Hi, pile 3. So we're here today with your reading. If you picked the Lover's card from the Divine Tarot, the Tarot of the Divine, and or the Juicy Raw Rose Quartz. Super excited to get into your reading. Piles 2 and 3 have been loverly. Piles 1 and 2. But you know what? We're going to claim it for you too. Pile 3. There's no reason why it shouldn't. I'm personally so excited to use this deck. It's the one that I've been using for my own readings as of late. And yeah, it's just so gentle and so good and so kind. So let's see, actually. There we go. Thank you, Spirit. We're just going to get right into it. What kind of energy is pile 3 calling in for this Venus in Libra transit? What energy are they calling in for their love life regarding this Venus in Libra transit? Okay, so we got the moon in the reverse to start off the reading. So let's rearrange this. Otherwise, I will go cuckoo banana. Hi, guys. Very quickly, I just wanted to explain that I am filming pile 3 the day after I started filming everything else. As soon as I got into your reading, I ran out of room in my phone, and I fell asleep trying to make more room. So here we are with the Lovers from the Tarot of the Divine and the Juicy Raw Rose Quartz. And right before my phone stopped filming, I drew the moon in the reverse. So, thank you, Spirit. And so sorry about the interruption / wait. But what is pile number 3 calling into their love life, Spirit? What are they calling in with this Venus in Libra transit? Okay, you got the 7 of Wands. That just flipped over in the deck as I was shuffling. So the moon in the reversed, the 7 of Wands. What are you calling in, pile 3? It seems like we are on a bit on the defensive. Are we not, pile 3? Yeah. Little guarded, it would seem. Maybe that's the better word. The moon in the reverse speaks of our fears, our subconscious, anything that we feel. Yeah. All of this makes sense. Okay. You got the 6 of Cups in the reverse. And you got the 9 of Swords in the upright. And At the back of the deck, you got Temperance in the reverse. Okay, pile 3. So this actually makes a lot of sense to me. Going back to what I was saying about us being possibly on the defensive or a bit guarded, I mean, that is definitely the energy that you are currently in. There is a lot of messaging, a lot of circumstances, a lot of synchronicities that are really highlighting your fears. And I'm picking up on a sense of anxiety and feeling triggered by everything that's happening. And as a result, that makes you defensive, right? The Seven of Wands is not in the reverse, but with the Moon in the reverse and the Seven of Wands in the upright, I just see it as someone who is proceeding with a fair amount of their guard up. It seems like you're being triggered in a connection or in certain circumstances that are really highlighting your fears around commitment, love, reciprocity, and oh my God, I lost it. Commitment, love, reciprocity, and connection. Yeah. There is a lot of fear about being seen as like for who you are and authentically. You got differences. For the first card that came out here, let's see what else. Okay, so maybe you are either in a state of reflection regarding your love life or a specific connection, or you are in a space where you are currently entertaining / navigating someone or something. And excuse my French, but it's triggering the shit out of you. Like a lot about being on your guard here, about protecting your heart, about fears around being seen for who you are. And I'm hearing what you are. You're going to know what that is. I don't know what that is, but we are not doing all that because there's so many. My goodness, every pile. But I think this just has to do with my setup, to be quite honest. Let's throw these back in there. Yeah, differences. So yeah, you're either reflecting on someone or something, or you're currently navigating someone or something that is really highlighting the differences for you, like the incompatibility, especially if you're feeling anxious and guarded regarding this connection. So really, to answer your question, pile 3, Spirit is telling me that what you are bringing into your love life is a lot of reflection and yeah, it's a lot of reflection. You're really just here as an observer is what it's giving. Yeah, because the only action card that I see here is the Seven of Wands, right? A very strong and determined and focused individual, someone who is there to get the work done. That is the only action card that I am seeing here, with the exception of the Six of Cups, but it's in the reverse. So it's really speaking of someone who is very much on their guard, defensive a little bit, maybe. There's definitely a fear around being seen in a very authentic light. In the past, you have been rejected for this, and that makes sense, honestly. A lot of people don't know how to handle a person's personhood. You know, like attraction is one thing, but then you start to get to know the person that you're attracted to. And if it's built on something real, what they find, what they discover, what they learn is not going to be a deterrent. But what I'm picking up on here, pile 3, is that has been a pattern for you. And you are very much in a space of analyzing why that is. It's like, okay, so like, why does this thing keep happening? Why do I keep attracting people who reject my wholeness? Am I rejecting my own wholeness? Am I playing small for the sake of being accepted, for the sake of being palatable? That's why this Temperance card is in the reverse. This is the unseen energy that moves throughout the deck or throughout the reading. You are meant for a love life of balance and abundance. But right now, things are just not, see, look, 9 of Cups in the reverse and the Queen of Wands and Justice and Page of Cups. Damn. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, if you're really going through it right now, pile 3, I will say all of that is indicative that it does get better. We just are in a space right now where we need to even out these energies. We need to usher in the abundance that we are meant to experience in this life. Yes, the flame flickered as I said that. It is the abundance in your love life that you are destined to experience, but you need to assess what patterns are worth getting rid of. I was going to say worth repeating. I guess some patterns are, but I don't know. Disregard that. I don't know where I was going with that. But yes, you're definitely in an introspective space. You're in a place where you're doing a lot of reflection. You're doing a lot of assessment. It's like you're reviewing your love life up until now. You're just going over everything with a fine-tooth comb. You're like, all right, we're going to get investigative. We are going to assess. We are going to get into this and we're going to find out why this pattern specifically, this pattern of rejection, keeps repeating itself. Why do I have anxieties around being seen? All right. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, you're just bringing in balance is what it is. You're doing the hard work now. This is the hard part, right? Like anytime we want to initiate change, we have to really look back and think about what is and isn't working. And that's the hard part, because if you really are committed to the growth and the change that comes along with the process, then you have to be very honest with yourself. And as much as, we like to think of ourselves as the good guys, right? As much as we possibly think about ourselves as someone who life is happening to, what you are being encouraged here is to kind of just like stop playing the victim a little bit. I'm not saying it's literally just lack of a better word, but the Spirit is really wanting you to see how you are a far more active participant within these connections than you previously considered. And the thing is, you're ready to do this now. Maybe the pain was too great. Maybe the pain was too much for you to be so honest with yourself about what you would allow when it comes to your previous connections. But for all of the defensiveness that comes with the 7 of Wands, this is also someone who is deeply focused, like I mentioned, very determined, very much there to get the work done. So this is also your energy. Yes, your guard is up, but you are also committed to righting the ship. You don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over. You're ready to initiate real change. And that requires, brutal self-honesty and acknowledging how we were active participants in our own misery. Damn. Okay, you got influence. So you got, let me see, differences, influence. Yeah. Yeah. People were definitely in your ear about what you could and couldn't say, could and could not do, how you should and should not present yourself. You felt, you were going along to get along. You were dimming down. You were playing small so that, quote, for the sake of the relationship, for the sake of the connection, because we put in so much time, because we did this, because blah, 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 all the things that we all tell ourselves, so many of us, if not all of us, have found ourselves in that position. And again, this isn't for you to this isn't to generate shame. This isn't to make you feel bad about yourself. This is just meant as a tool. Okay, where did I fail to defend myself when it came to other people being in my ear about myself, my choices, my connections? Where did I play small, and how do I not do that again? Okay, yeah. This is so different. Every pile has been so incredibly different, and I genuinely love it. First pile was giving single but sexy and fun, and then the second pile was giving committed but determined to growth, and now this one is giving I'm a bad bitch. And, bad bitches come in all shapes, sizes, colors, genders, what have you. It is not exclusive to just women. I'm a bad bitch, and I'm committed to myself and my journey. And if I want to usher in the love that I know I am deserving of, then things have to change, and they start with me. And that is such a very, very powerful position to be in. And it reminds me of the Queen of Wands that was on the back of the deck, which, by the way, also came out for pile 2. So the Queen of Wands is really just, like I said, she is the witch of the deck. She is the person who is aware of her shadow and has fully integrated it into her everyday, so that it does not hijack the conscious decision-making part of whatever it is that she is being called to do. And what's more, with this depiction specifically, this is someone who is so in her power. She is bringing in not just abundance and lushness with those flowers at the bottom, but she is also someone to not be messed with. Look at the very active volcano in the background. Volcanoes are symbols of power and strength and everything that fire and earth bring together. So you're definitely in a place to just alchemize. I love it. I love it. It's very exciting. Thank you, Spirit. Can I please have one more card? Thank you. Oh, okay. Forgiveness. I love this. Forgiving yourself, forgiving the other person, making peace with the past, because unfortunately the pain of the past is not anything that can be undone or erased. It is the only thing you can do is accept it. And that is so much easier said than done. But I think it's just necessary. I think it's just part of the human experience. How I wonder if forgiveness is something that all of us are here to learn in some way, shape, or form. I wonder if that's part of the ether agreement. It's you gotta learn how to forgive yourself and others. Oh, that shit is so hard. Anyway, you got move with this deck. I know this is one of the major arcana. I just can't remember which one. What comes after the Lovers? What comes after the Lovers? Let me see. I really don't remember. Oh, it's the Chariot. Okay, cool. All right, so you got the Chariot with move here, which makes a lot of sense. All right. Wow. Yeah. Going back to what I was saying about generating like the self-awareness to pivot in a different direction, that's what's happening here. All of this self-reflection, all of this self-analysis is really so that you can set yourself up to receive. It is movement and momentum in the right direction. And doing so by yourself for a moment is really just going to help you usher in that partnership, right? That heart-centered connection, that heart-centered movement towards the right thing. Even honestly, I mean, all of this is just indicative of marriage, like the bound, like the ties here, the focus, the heart being the focus and the hands being the focus. Yes, you are definitely moving in the direction of lasting partnership. It's just that you have to do this first. But Spirit really wants you to know that the reward is going to be there. This is not work that will not be unacknowledged, without reward. This one I do know. You got 19, you got shine. This is the sun. So more positive direction, more movement towards heart-centered alignment, really being vulnerable, showing up authentically, knowing that your light is going to draw in the right people and repel those that do not need to be around your energy. Back of the deck, you got the crown chakra. Yeah, so this is very much spiritual energy. Like, you know, like I said, this assessment goes very deep and it's divinely inspired and guided. Excuse me. Wow. Okay. Yeah, so we're moving in a direction of lightness. We're moving in a direction of authenticity, of vulnerability, of true acceptance of the self, which allows you to accept others. So yes, I think that is part of your Spirit's throwing you a bone here for anyone who may need it. That's definitely part of the assignment here, to understand the ways in which you were rejecting yourself and how that manifested into partners who could not accept the fullness of you. You got cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. That's wonderful. I love that. I love to see it, honestly. You are very much protected in this endeavor, which is a wonderful thing to know, especially when you're going in to, you know, dust off the cobwebs, or yeah, when you're going into like analyze your romantic past, you know. Someone did say that romantic relationships are one of the like biggest triggers that you could experience, because that's the whole point of them. It's meant to shine a light in the ways in which you've been operating that no longer serve you, ways that we are not conscious of. Yeah, it's very interesting. Clouds, temporary problems. Okay, so if you're feeling like there's just a bit of, yeah, like I said, this is not going to be easy, but you're ready to do the work and you understand that this does have an end. And Spirit is definitely saying that the ending is going to be it's an encouraging and positive one. So you do have things to look forward to. Candle, you will be shown the way. Yes. You are very much guided in this endeavor. Your intuition, guides you, your spirit team guides you, your able and willing ancestors are guiding you, because, you know, if we're going to start analyzing our love patterns, then we got to start with the family. These things don't just happen on their own. I was shuffling months of the year, so you got May. So May is going to be very important for you. There we go. So that's good. Oh, May and June. Okay. So it's looking like the next couple of months, I want to say like the next 10 months, almost a year, is going to be very pivotal. Something very consistent that came out for all of the piles was the theme of spring. Spring is going to be very important for anyone who this reading resonates for. Whichever pile you picked, you can expect, I guess, something of significance to occur around there, you know, and that significant thing could be, I don't know, meeting the person, deepening the connection. It can be anything. All right. I wanted to pull some guidance. I'm not missing any other. Okay, I thought I was missing another deck, but I'm not. So we're going to pull 2 cards from this deck. I really like the image here. It's very pretty, very soothing. It says, wait, don't rush into it. Allow. Oh my goodness. Allow nature to take its course. Yes. So definitely a strong message here of taking your time, making sure that we are not rushing into the same things that we are trying to get out of. So yeah, I feel like there's probably a possibility. I'm hearing that along this journey, one of the inciting events will be meeting this person that you will be ready for, but it's not going to happen immediately. You know, meeting them is just the beginning, and then we see what happens. But this image of 2 people as trees speaks of longevity, you know, something rooted in truth and reality, something grounded and wonderful. All right, you got 3 cards. You got these 2 people holding each other. And it says here, friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. Aha, that's why it says wait. Okay, well, that makes sense. So maybe, So maybe that's something you weren't doing in previous connections, prioritizing the friendship, getting to know them as a friend. Because chances are, if you're not going to be friends with this person, then you definitely wouldn't date them. And on a personal note, I have definitely found myself in connections where I'm oh, I wish I hadn't rushed into this thing, because now I'm getting the ick from this, and this. And it's a lot harder to get out of it. So yes, this person that you are ushering in after this period of self-analysis, it's giving your person, but it's going to move slowly because it needs to be built on something real. And then you got another image of a tree, which I really, really like. So going back again to earth energy is very important here. May is also Taurus season. Your person could have prominent earth placements. You could have prominent earth placements. Overall, though, this thing is going to move as slowly as earth does, you know. It's going to take time, but it's going to be reliable and strong. And it says here, oh my God, manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. I love it. I love it. Oh my God. Oh my God, pile 3. This is all that I have for you. And it's such a sweet pile. I love it. It started out with some very hard and fast truths and ended with something very optimistic and wonderful and lovely. And if you found yourself here, I hope that it resonated. And If it did, please leave a pink heart a pink heart emoji in the comments. I would really appreciate it. All right. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.